Hey guys, I'm back again. This time we got Thomas back with us again.
Hi.
So what I thought of we could do this time, since as you can tell we're in my bedroom, we're gonna do. Oh no, actually you won't tell because I'm putting a background on because it's gonna be a spooky, and we're gonna be telling folklore today. So do you know what folklore is?
No.
So folklore is basically like urban legends, like
Kelpie.
stuck it.
Like kelpies.
Yeah, like for example, like stuff that has come from long times ago, and people it's folklore because the stories have been passed down. Nobody knows if they're true or they're fake, but they're quite scary things. So let's start with the first one, and I will be telling it. Okay.
Don't bully me.
What was that?
What?
Nothing. Anyway. Ouch. This is kind of hurt
Why
my
don't you
finger.
clip it onto you?
The first one I'm going to be telling is La Llorona. La Llorona is Mexican folklore. I probably just chopped that name so bad as well, but anyway, carry on. La Llorona is Mexican folklore.
Ring around the roses. That's what it reminds me of for some reason.
But La Llorona, she was a beautiful woman. I can't remember which bit of Mexico she was in.
Mexico.
But yeah, she was a Mexican woman, and she was supposed to be the most prettiest girl around, and many people asked to be with her, wanted her, and she refused not the copyright.
Cut that bit out.
She refused everyone until this one guy came across. This guy was matching her in beauty, so she married him, and then they had a happy life together. They had 2 children until she found out that he was cheating on her. She drowned both of her children in the river out of a rage of jealousy, and then once she had found out what happened, she then took her own life. What I actually meant to say was when she realised what she had done, out of guilt, she killed herself because she had just killed her children, and she couldn't live with that.
Yeah.
I also forgot to mention that that's the reason she is a folklore, because when she went to the afterlife, whether that's heaven and hell, whatever you believe in, her punishment was internal torture on earth, weeping for her children. That is why she's a folklore, urban legend, whatever. So now she's also known as the Weeping Woman, and she wanders around Mexico at night looking for any children to take, and whichever child she does take, she drowns too. So that's the folklore of La Llorona. She also wanders around, she cries, my children, my children. But the videos I've seen, I don't know if they're fake or not, like they could be, but I'm not getting into that now. She's saying, where's my children, but she's saying it in
Mexico.
Spanish. She's saying it in Spanish. That's what language they speak in Mexico, right? Like
I think
Spanish.
so.
Yeah, she's saying it in Spanish. But anyway, that is the story of La Llorona. Next one, we're moving on to Thomas.
That is utterly spiteful, that woman.
Thomas.
That is utterly spiteful, that woman. I'm going to be telling the story about the Kelpie, the Scotland folklore.
Yeah, I love kelpies. There's a horse game I play on Roblox, and they have kelpies. So yeah, I love kelpies. I love the folklore kelpies too. But anyway, carry on.
The Kelpie can take form of a young, handsome man, or it will take form of a black horse.
Oh.
And if it's in form of a horse, people go up and touch it because they think the horse is beautiful, it's sweet, and if they like touch it, the horse will, with its fucking magic powers, whatever it is, make them stick to it, and it like runs off.
Yeah.
and drags him into the water and kills him because they're drowned.
Yeah.
That's a decent enough story
Right.
for me. And the one that is formed into the young man, he will go into the village and try to talk to young women.
Well, not necessarily the village, just like if they see a young woman by themselves going to get water by the river or something, they'll go try and like seduce them, like just try flirt with them, and then they'll follow him to the water, where he will then, I think, take his horse form and kill them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the story of the Kelpie. Next one. Thomas is sat back there because it's my story now, and he's just playing on my game. But anyway, the one I'm going to be telling is another Scottish folklore. Me and Thomas fairly know a bit of Scottish folklore because me and Thomas have Scottish family. If my Scottish family's watching this, hi. And yeah, this one is one of the most popular folklores going. This is Nessie. I truly believe in Nessie, but basically, there's a big loch in Scotland called the Loch Ness. I'm pretty sure. I've always knew it as the Loch Ness. I don't know if it's got any like proper names, and that's where the name Loch Ness Monster comes from. Like, or no, people claiming to see Nessie, and it's the biggest mystery going because that she could be real, like, but at the same time she couldn't, which I'm a true believer.
So am I.
And yeah, Nessie's just loved by everyone pretty much. People, it's a really big tourist attraction, the Loch Ness, because people want to try get a glimpse of Nessie or see her. But yeah, let me know what you think. Do you believe in Nessie? Yeah or no?
Alright, so I'm telling the tale of skinwalkers. It's pretty simple, but one sec.
Most people have actually heard of skinwalkers, so it's like something we don't really need to explain on this, because if you don't know what a skinwalker is, what rock are you actually living under?
So, a person becomes a skinwalker by committing a heinous act like killing a family member that gives them supernatural powers, allowing them to shapeshift from a human to an animal. At will, they will often become coyotes, wolves or foxes, bears, and they can take the form of any animal. But, like, if you haven't seen other YouTube videos of this, some people have actually spotted these in the wild. I know a certain people that I've watched, they've found them and they've managed to like find crystals in like pockets that they've got and felt the fear seeing them transforming. But it really is mad stories that these do.
But yeah, anyway, that was Skinwalkers. So the urban legend folklore that I'm going to be saying is actually another one from the UK. So the folklore I'm going to be saying is Spring-Heeled Jack. He is a British folklore, I think came from London, I'm not sure. Spring-Heeled Jack was a man who had the abnormal ability to leap so far, like from rooftop to rooftop, from building to building. He could jump. He was also known to be able to breathe blue flames and known to have long claws and red eyes. And he would basically scare people and harass people, mainly women, until the town gathered together and chased him away. But he's still known to roam different towns, which, like, not towns, but like smaller little villages. He's known to go to places like that and harass people there. So yeah, and he's also, I think he's quite creepy. Like, the fact that he can jump, it just gives me the chills. Also, by the way, guys, we're just giving you, in this video, we're just telling you folklore stories. They might not be right what we're saying, but if they're not right, just go search them up, because we're not actually sure, we're just posting a fun little video. Okay, and now we're gonna do Thomas. I think Thomas was what was you gonna do? Wendigos. Okay, right, let's do
So, I'm going to be doing the Wendigo. The Wendigo is a creature from Algonquian folklore, primarily found in the northern forest of the United States and Canada. It's often described as a Malevolent, whatever it says.
Let me see.
Malevolent.
Wait, I know this word. Hold up, guys. Malevolent. That's
Malevolent cannibalistic spirit or monster. The Wendigo is said to be extremely tall, with ashen skin and burnt with an everlasting hunger for human flesh. In some legends, it's also believed that humans who can resort to cannibalism in extreme conditions can become Wendigos themselves. This occurs in the tale in story The Wendigo, which was a lost hunter during a brutally cold winter. This man intense hunger drove him to cannibalism. After feasting on other human flesh, he transformed into a crazed man-beast, roaming the forest in search of more people to eat. Some people who have claimed to encounter the beast say it's relevant to Bigfoot, but other response compare to Wendigo to a werewolf instead. Since the Wendigo is said to be a cold weather creature, sightings have been reported in Canada, as well as colder northern states in the US, like Melanesia. After the turn of the 20th century, the Anahuac tribes blamed many unsolved disappearances of people on Wendigos attacks. Overall, the Wendigo is a portrayed figure in the Native American mythology. Have also appeared in various forms. Whatever it says,
literature.
movies and popular cultures.
Wait, hold up, wait back. Sorry, guys. He just said there. He also appeared in various forms in literature, movies, and popular culture.
And, by the way, just to tell you guys, I don't know if this is 100% true, but apparently this is what they sound like.
Now, that sounds like an elk. People can say that, but when you actually listen, it sounds a bit more demonic. So that's what I imagine it like. I imagine it being an elk noise, but like a demonic version.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. Wait, that might have been really quiet then, but it's okay. I can turn up the volume. Okay. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. By the way, guys, I am thinking about starting a podcast up. So only a YouTube podcast, but I barely post. Everyone knows that. I'm trying to post more so my views go up. But I thought, what if I do a weekly podcast? Because it's hard to think of video ideas like because I want to entertain you guys. But if you just want a podcast to listen to in the background, like I could just invite Thomas and Sean Lewis over, and we could speak about stuff all the time, like scary stories, childhood traumas, bad school experiences, anything like that. And it would just be like it would be a long video, like from half an hour to an hour. But it would be better for me than posting all the time, because I can't always think of ideas. So then I could actually post all the time. And then I could also try slipping a couple videos if I get ideas, because if I do the podcast and then I start blowing up, and then you guys can give me ideas. Anything you want to say, Thomas?
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Come back for the next one. Bye.